Hey foodie gang, how are you guys doing? Welcome in, welcome in. You're tuned in to Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bank. We are going to make the viral gumbo greens today. So, I don't know if you guys have seen them, but I have. I was watching Cooking and Grilling with AB, and he made these, and they looked absolutely delicious. So we're gonna make them today too. Hit the like button on your way in. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Double tap the screen, and let's get into it. And always support the channel. So we have all our ingredients here. I prepped out almost everything except for cutting the garlic. So we have our greens. These are washed and cleaned. You want to make sure that you clean your collard greens real good. We got the Holy Trinity, which is green bell peppers, onions, and then we got some celery. Okay, and I've never made these before, so I'm really excited for them. And speaking of which, y'all know it's about to be Thanksgiving. We got some beef sausage here. We got some chicken. So some chicken inside of here. Woo! We got some chicken in there. And then we got some smoked turkey neck. I know it doesn't look the best, but it is really good. And if you add a smoked meat to your greens, it adds great flavor. So there's that. And then we got some butter. We got some flour right here. I know I got to cover it, but we got some flour. And this is Creole seasoning, onion powder, garlic. And then if we need to, we're going to add salt and pepper as needed. So, and then we got our chicken bouillon. We got our chicken bouillon. I know, it's a lot. It's a lot, but it's going to be worth it. And then we got our chicken stock here. So, and we got some backup seasonings just in case we need them. So, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to get the Holy Trinity going. Get that all sauteed. And then I'm going to start it in the pan so that you guys can see it. And then I'm going to move it to a pot later on. And then I have my frying pan right here. I did put a little bit of oil in it. So then I'm going to turn that on. So we gonna give these a try. We gonna see how they are. So for Thanksgiving, I always like to make my greens the day before so that they could like sit in that flavor, really soak up the flavor. But honestly, I have a lot of cooking I gotta do, and I haven't even gotten started. So we're gonna get started. And what I'm gonna be doing is cutting up some garlic. Because what I like to do for like Thanksgiving or Christmas is if I know I'm going to cook a lot, I'll cut up a lot of garlic and put it in the food processor. So, let me turn it on a little bit. So, we're going to get our pan going. We're going to put our green bell peppers, our celery, and our onions in there. And then let that cook. Oh, and I have this seasoning that I've never, well, I haven't used it in a long time. It's Gumbo File. So we might add this. Pretty sure we are, but we're going to add it at the end. We're going to see how, if we need it. So yes, I'm going to make some herb roasted turkey, some Cajun buttered chicken, some yams, macaroni and cheese. I might make some biscuits. We'll see about that. So, yeah, y'all, I'm gonna be cooking. What y'all making? What y'all cooking? So, and then we got the chicken here. Yeah, we got everything. flavor. And let me show you guys the cost that I grabbed it. This is the garlic right here. This is a good bargain. It is a little bit of work though. You know, you gotta cut all the garlic up. But it's a good bargain. I think this was like $3.99 or $2.99. But I'm in Alaska, so it's probably cheaper where you guys are. So we always gotta keep that in mind. Okay, we're waiting for that pan to get hot and let this, you know, saute, kind of sweat a little bit. We don't really want it to brown, more so of a sweat, you know, so it doesn't have to be cooked at super high heat. But what we're going for is flavor. And if you layer that flavor, which is, you know, why gumbo is a lot of work. I don't know why I'm talking so loud. You can't do that. You can't do that. Okay. And then the next, when this sweats a little bit, what we're going to do is we're going to take this out, put it in a bowl, put it to the side, and then we're going to go in here with our chicken and our sausage, which is what we're going to do next. But I'm actually going to put a little bit of butter in here. We need this to start cooking, y'all. We got to go. We got to go. So I got 7:12 where I'm at. What time is it where you're at? But it is the day before Thanksgiving for me. So what I typically do is I like to, you know, prep, get a lot of my food, you know, out of the way. Especially the collard greens, because I feel like they can sit and really like soak up the flavors. But I have been seeing these gumbo greens everywhere, and I really want to try them. So. And my friend sent me this recipe, so we're going to give this a try. And right now we got the Holy Trinity in here, which is onions, green peppers, and celery. And we're going to let that cook. Ooh, almost dropped the spoon in there. Somebody said they didn't know it was Thanksgiving. What? I know a lot of people don't agree with the meaning of Thanksgiving. But I do like the cooking part of it. Of course I do though. I like cooking. So we got that going. There we go. I gotta move some things around so I can cut up some garlic. I got some flour here. Oh, I meant to show you guys. I finally got a non-slip mat. And I'm so used to using a paper towel, but I got a mat. Let me show y'all food again. We coming up in the world. We got a cutting board mat. It's been real for us out here. Okay, you can get a non-slip mat from the store to help with your cutting board so that your cutting board will not move around. And I used to use a paper towel, a wet one. But now we moving up in the world. We got us a non-slip mat. And then as you can see, the cutting board it doesn't move at all. So it's perfect. I'm going to have to tag that product in this video. Ooh, we getting somewhere now, y'all. We're going to build those flavors. And this is my first time making the gumbo greens, but I'm going to do my best, and I know how to cook. So I feel like no matter what, they're going to be really good. I'm going to make sure. So we got that going. I mean, I cut myself. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna cut some garlic back here. We got the Holy Trinity going right now. We're gonna make gumbo greens for the first time. I've been seeing this recipe everywhere. We are gonna give it a try today. And we're gonna see what it's in for. So there's definitely a lot of steps and a lot of prep involved with collard greens in general because you have to clean them, but when you cook the gumbo part, you know, it's a lot, but it's going to be worth it. It's kind of like making jambalaya. It's like you got to put a lot of different stuff, a lot of different spices. Always have an empty bowl by your workstation to put like the waste in there and the compost. See, I was working harder, not smarter, because I wasn't using it. Okay, so I'll stir this again. Y'all make sure y'all double tap the screen, hit the like button. We're making gumbo greens for the first time. I'm gonna let that cook a little bit more. The next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna take the knife. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I see. Okay, there we go. Okay. We're gonna take the knife and we're gonna smash the garlic so that we can get the skin peeled off. And because it's, Thanksgiving's coming up, if I do any extra garlic, that's cool because I know that I'll use it for sure. Alright. It's like, okay, it's like I got thirsty instantly when I started up this live stream. Okay, we're gonna take that out pretty soon and get the chicken going. Alright, we are making gumbo greens for the first time, and we got some fresh garlic over here. You know, if you got to get the garlic in the jar is okay. It's not the same though. Fresh garlic is really where it's at, but I'm gonna be honest, some days I don't feel like doing all this. And I use garlic in the jar, so I don't feel, at least use some type of garlic. I have never met a person who did not like garlic. It's just so good. And I really like onions too. I feel like onions are... I'm going to just cut the ends of some of these garlic because they're kind of like weird looking. And I don't want it to be like a weird texture. If I had the garlic cut already, I would put it in right with this. But I don't, which is okay, but I'm just saying, I always like to heat butter by the stove too, just because you know you never know when you might need it, or you never know. I'm gonna give this cutting board a rinse. And we're gonna get ready to take this out. There we go. All right. I was just trying to stir y'all, get the butter, going all the way around. Ooh, I would drop some, moving too fast. See, I'm trying to hurry up for y'all. And then in this same pan, we're going to do everything else. So, we're going to get our chicken going and all of that stuff in this same pan. So, try to get as much as you can out of it. So, you got a clean pan for the next thing. We're going to put a little bit of oil in there. Okay, I had to get that. And then we're going to put our chicken in here next. I had to get that off the soul food gang. Y'all know it was driving me crazy. Then this is, I got 4 chicken thighs, right? But I should have got 4 boneless chicken thighs. So get boneless chicken. So then, hold on. Hold on, let me get ready. So we got the chicken in there. Okay, what I was gonna say for the game, or what I was saying, is that I got 4 chicken thighs, right? But I should have got boneless chicken. So I'm saying get boneless. So I had to debone this chicken and cut it up. But if you just get boneless, you don't have to worry about that. I'll put some more oil in there for the chicken a little bit. And then we're going to put in our sausage in a little bit. It's popping though. I'm going to stir this just, okay. Kind of sticking a little bit. That's okay because all the flavors. Hey, Dad, what's going on? All the flavors is going to really account in the end. And then we got our Holy Trinity right here. Let me put it right here so y'all can see it. I can see what we got going on. Okay, here we go. I am making Gumbo Greens for the first time. I've been seeing this recipe all over. So we're going to give it a try for this Thanksgiving, and we're going to see when it's hitting cold. I was gonna use the food processor, but every time I'm like, why even do all that work when I got a knife right here? I can just cut it up, you know. But you know, for the holidays, when I do make a lot of garlic, what I'll do is get out the food processor and just grind up a lot, because I know I'm gonna use it. But I didn't have time for that this time. Oh, I thought I saw Ava. Y'all, so we are in the middle, or we're in the beginning of doing Ava's room over, and my daughter's going from a bunk bed to a queen size bed, and she's really excited. This is like, in her mind, her first adult bed. So she's excited, and she's redecorating her room. You got all the stuff. So she's really excited. And before, I was the one that was like mainly picking out the stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because she was little. But now, I'm letting her pick what she wants and how she wants to design it. And it is just so funny to see. She picked out a very sophisticated color. So her room's going to be white and like a cream color. And like beige, you know, it's gonna be like different type of whites. Like, Ava, I thought she was gonna figure out something pink, something that, you know, something real colorful. And you guys know I'm in Alaska, so it is definitely winter up here. It's very cold and a lot of snow. Okay, we're gonna add in our sausage here. So we got beef sausage going right in. And I don't know if my chat is stuck or y'all just ain't saying nothing. I don't think y'all are saying nothing. Why y'all not saying nothing? Food again? Everybody must be cooking and getting ready for the holidays. And like I said, we're gonna start in this pan, but we're gonna move it to a pot, just so that, of course, so that the greens can sit. But I wanted to start it in a frying pan so that you guys can see the saute process. When you use fresh garlic, you notice that you don't have to use a lot because it's very, very flavorful. Look at that. Fresh good garlic right there. Okay, so we got the meat going. A lot of, I've seen some videos where they like peeled off the smoked turkey. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put them in their whole and let them just cook with the greens, and then I'll go back and peel the meat off if needed. Is what I'm thinking. But like I said, it's my first time making this, so you know what I'm saying? I'm learning with y'all. And I'm gonna cut this garlic up later. I'm probably gonna peel some more garlic and add it to this and put it in the food processor, just so that I have some garlic. Well, you know, I love garlic, so I want to make sure that I have garlic for the whole dinner. So that's the plan. But yeah, we got our garlic. Let me put some more in here. Yeah, flavor going. I'm gonna get another cup for the extra garlic. Okay, the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna build our roux. So I have not made greens this way before, but when I saw it, I was like, okay, that kind of makes sense. That makes sense. And normally people will add shrimp in here towards the end. I'm not gonna add any shrimp in here to these particular ones because the person I have coming for dinner or for Thanksgiving dinner doesn't like shrimp unless it's fried. So I'm gonna not put shrimp in here. But if it was me, I would put some shrimp up in here. Okay, and then I have some extra garlic that I'm just gonna put in the fridge. Okay, I'm about to take this out. Let me get a container for this. I need this. So I'm gonna take this out. And then the next thing we're gonna do, I'm trying to figure out how to position it anyway, is start the sauce. Or the roux, not the sauce. Okay, a roux is flour and butter, and it's used to thicken sauces. They use it a lot in gravies, and just various types of sauces that you want to thicken. And like even with soups, most of them start with the roux to get the sauce thick. Um, so yeah, it's a good little technique to know, especially during the holidays. And you see all those like crusties in there. That's actually good because that's gonna add to the flavor. And then we're gonna add some butter in here. So got that. Look at that. Some butter in there. And then I have some all-purpose flour here. And we're gonna put in here. And then we have our chicken stock back there that we're going to use. Okay, and then you just want to stir, 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 stir. When you have a roux, I might have to put some more flour in here. When you have a roux, the darker it gets, the darker the sauce will become. And so because this is gumbo greens, we want our roux to be very, very dark. And I say I want to add some more flour because I can see that this roux is not thick enough. So I'm going to add some more flour in here. I'm going to take it off the heat because I don't want it to burn, but I do want it to cook. So I'm going to take it off the heat and grab some more flour. Okay, then we're just going to mix that in. And then we're going to get our chicken stock ready. So that's going to be the next step. And it's really, really hot right now. So be very, very careful. Put a little bit more flour in there. You want your roux to be just the right consistency. And then we're going to get the chicken stock ready. And we're going to put our chicken stock in here. And at this point, if you have one, it's a good idea to use a whisk. Okay, and so with chicken stock, what you want to do is you want to pour a little bit in there, stir it around. When you have a roux, stir it real quick. Let the roux thicken up the liquid, and then add some more. So you want to work those clumps out as much as you can. Now I remember why I don't use a whisk on camera. It's very loud. And you see how that sauce is starting to thicken up? This is pretty much how you make a gravy. That simple, very, very easy. Okay. Look at that flavor. Okay, okay. Okay, then we're gonna pour the rest of our chicken stock in here. We're gonna put our turkey necks in here. And while that's in here cooking, I'm gonna get the pan ready, or the pot. Yeah, I have never made greens this way. This is the first time. We finna see what it do. When you are making like a gravy or a roux, you want to make sure you are using a roux. You want to make sure that you're really making sure that it doesn't start to stick to the bottom. So you want to make sure that you're stirring the bottom, especially in the beginning. You don't have to do this, all the way through, but just really in the beginning. Then we're gonna put our turkey neck in. Ooh, these are going to be so good. So we are making the viral gumbo greens. I'm making it for the first time. I keep seeing the recipe all over social media, so we're going to give it a try. And I got what they got, or what they said they used. I almost forgot. These are chicken bouillon cubes. I'm going to put them in there as well. See, I almost forgot food again. I got so excited and into what we was doing. So we're just gonna layer up that flavor. Okay, let me just clean up a little bit, get us organized for the next step. We're gonna give this a stir. I don't know if my chat's not working or nobody's saying nothing. I'm not sure. But I don't see no messages, so y'all just look, just learning. Okay, so we're making gumbo greens for the first time. And look at that sauce. Ooh. Beautiful. Let that turkey neck cook a little bit, and let's get us set up for I'm getting us ready for the next step, which is we're going to move everything into a pot and add the collard greens. collard greens. Ooh, it's finna go down, foodie gang. Okay. Okay. I ain't playing this year. And at this point, you don't really need to whisk anymore. Oh, we're gonna let that chicken bouillon melt for sure though before we get this moved. Okay, so we got our pot back here. And then I am making gumbo greens for the first time. I've been seeing this recipe all over social media, pretty much viral in my mind. So we are gonna try these gumbo greens for Thanksgiving. They look really amazing. We're gonna put smoked turkey in ours. We got sausage, we got chicken, we got a little bit of everything. We're gonna put the collard greens there. We got the Holy Trinity. We got some Creole season, onion powder, garlic powder, and the recipe is down below. And then we have some fresh garlic that we also, also cut up. So we got a lot of them. Okay, so we're gonna get everything moved over to the pot. Look at that. We got our chicken and our sausage. I'm gonna put that in the pot. We got our Holy Trinity, putting that in the pot. I don't know why I'm holding this empty bowl. Why y'all let me hold an empty bowl, foodie gang? But yes, we are cooking today. Let's put our turkey neck in there. And we're gonna let this cook up in here. I'm mad I just spilled that, but that's okay. See, I think I could try to lift y'all up higher. Okay, there we go. We're gonna pour our sauce in here that we made. Ooh, I'm gonna put a little bit of water in here and get the rest of this. Ooh, these are gonna be delicious. Okay, so I am gonna let my gumbo greens cook for a while. So I might make a video and do a short to show y'all the finished product. We will see. Yes. If I go live again, are y'all gonna be up? If I call y'all back. We're gonna put some more chicken stock in there, and then we're gonna add in the greens. Let this. Oh, this looks delicious. For my first time making this, and we haven't even added in the seasoning yet. We'll put that in here shortly too. Probably put that in here next, honestly. Oh, and the garlic. Oh, we're not even done yet. We ain't even done, Foodie Gang. I just forgot about everything. We didn't even put the seasoning in there, and it's already looking good. Okay. We're gonna put some fresh garlic in there. Garlic powder. Onion powder. Creole seasoning. And you know what? I'm glad for this recipe because then we're just gonna give it a stir. I have this Creole seasoning for a minute and I've never had anything to use it in besides this recipe, so that's great. It smells delicious in my house right now. Okay. I have a lot of greens. I'm like looking like, are they all gonna be able to fit up in here? They will cook down, but let's find out how much we can put in. Might have to get another pot. We will see. First time making this, so we're gonna see how we all experimenting. But I love trying things for the first time. I think it's a lot of fun. So normally when I make my greens, I put like smoked ham hocks or I'll do a smoked turkey neck. And then I just do like Mrs. Dash, Lawry's, hot sauce, a little bit of vinegar, salt, pepper. I'll put a little bit of old oil in it. So I've never done it this way before, where it's like you make a roux, you put all these different meats in there. But when I saw it, I was like, that looks delicious. I gotta try it. So here we are. Okay, so we're gonna let those greens cook down a little bit before we add some more in there. I used to have like these big old like seafood pots, which would like is what I normally make my greens in. But we got this. We got this pot, so we're gonna work with this. So yeah, we're gonna let that cook. I'm gonna make some yams. I'm gonna make some Cajun butter turkey or Cajun butter chicken. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna do some herb roasted turkey. So a lot I need to eat. And then I'm gonna make some macaroni and cheese. What I like to do is I will move when my greens cook down. I tend to move them to the crock pot just so that it can free up the stove on the day of Thanksgiving. So I'll probably move these to a crock pot like later, so to free up this pot. And then it'll, the crock pot is perfect because you can just slip it in there, or you cook it, cool it, put it in there the day of Thanksgiving, and it just holds it hot. What's going on, Ava? Ava's making her debut. There we go. Ava, come over here and say hi. You want me to turn the camera a little? I'll turn it.
I'm in my pajamas.
Yes. Ava is happy because I was like thinking, I was like, you know what? It's Thanksgiving, right? You shouldn't have to do schoolwork. She is happy about that.
Dad, I want you to make some cookies.
Yes. We're going to, Ava.
Yeah.
I got you. I gotta do all this cooking, and she wants me to make her some cookies. Sorry, I hit you a little bit. Sorry, Mom.
Is that soup?
It is not soup. These are gumbo greens.
It looks like soup.
It could kind of be soup, but it's not soup. So
It's technically soup, technically not.
yeah, they sell it as a side.
So you made it, and is it cheaper?
Well, when you cook at home, I think it makes everything cheaper. And I really enjoy cooking. I like cooking, especially I like having all y'all here. You know. So, turn y'all back. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna let that cook. I'm trying to. See. Okay, so we are making gumbo greens. And I'm making a lot of other stuff too for Thanksgiving. But we're making some gumbo greens right now. I've been seeing this recipe all over social media. So I thought, let me try that. Let me see what it's hitting for. Normally I've seen people put shrimp in here right before they're getting ready to serve it. I'm not going to do shrimp because the person that I'm feeding for Thanksgiving doesn't like shrimp. So, and then I think you let this cook for like an hour and a half. I will be honest with you guys. I like to cook my collard greens a lot. Like when I get ready to eat them, they are going to be dark green. Because I feel like the longer you braise it, the better it be. But I have not had this recipe before, so we will see. Oh. And this is going to be so good when we get ready to serve it, because it's going to, cook, do its thing, do what it got to do. You guys, so I set up my Christmas decorations yesterday. I'm not finished, but I'm so proud of myself for getting started. Like, that was a lot. I guess what I'm gonna do, like, if I have too many greens, I guess I'm gonna have to find another way to cook the other ones. I kind of want to try the liquid and see how it tastes. Man, that piece of lettuce, or that collard green don't want to go off. There we go. Okay, tap the screen, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more cooking content. Also, really great content all about food. And if you're someone that's looking for new recipes to try, or looking for new things to cook, definitely check out my YouTube channel. I am always cooking and trying new things. And I love breakfast. Breakfast would definitely be my favorite meal of the day. But look at these. These are going to be so good when these cook down. I may have gotten too many creams though. Okay, I'm trying to think, like, what else am I supposed to be doing? Because I'm supposed to be cooking a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, let me get a spoon. Let me taste. Let's see where we're at. Okay, and like I said, you know, I like to cook my greens for a long time. So you guys may not see the finished product. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to make it short anyway, just because these are going to be so freaking bomb. Okay, so we're going to try that. We're going to wait till it cools down, though, of course. When you taste it, don't taste it over the pot. Ooh! That is delicious. Okay, that is really, really good. I do have this gumbo file, and I've never used it, or I haven't used it in a long time. Clearly, I used it, but it hasn't been in a long time. So we're gonna put a little bit of this in there. See what happens. Okay, now it's starting to boil. So if it gets too hot, I'm gonna turn the pot, turn it down. Because the pot's already full. I don't really want this to boil too much. Yeah, we want to turn that down a little bit. It's getting hot, y'all. And then keep in mind that over time, the liquid is going to thicken up because there's that roux in there. And what I'm going to do is if that turkey neck don't fall off, I'm going to, get a fork and a knife and start peeling some of it off. Which will be easier to do that when it gets, when it's hot anyway. But that smoke flavor is just going to work wonders for this dish. Okay, I'm going to add in a little bit more greens. And I will adjust the recipe down below for the changes I made while on live. But that recipe, it's the first time I'm making it. But so far, y'all, I think this is a winner. I think we got something here. I think we created a tradition. Ooh, and that sausage is just gonna cook and just get so good. Oh my goodness, y'all. Okay, let me hold the pot. Or yeah. I done forgot what else I was supposed to cook because I'm just caught up on how good this is gonna be. I can just tell. Like, this was a great idea. And I was watching Cooking and Grilling, or I think it's Smoking and Grilling with AB. He's a really, really famous content creator. He has like 3 million subscribers. And I just happened to catch him cooking this on live one day. It was like a couple days ago. And I was like, oh my gosh, that looks so freaking good. And then after I saw that on live, my friend sent me this recipe. And I was like, okay, you know, that means that it's time for me to cook it. Like, this is a sign. Like, I was just looking at that recipe, and then you sent me that same recipe. Oh, and it looked so good when he was making it. And you know, even though we cook the same things every year for the holidays, I'm still always looking for a twist that I can add on to that dish so it doesn't feel like you're doing the same thing every day, the same little two, you know what I'm saying? So it feels a little bit different. Okay, so we're gonna let this cook. And what I'm gonna do while I'm here with y'all is I'm gonna pull out the other stuff that I was gonna do. Okay, so what we do for our mac and cheese is like we cook the noodles and then we pretty much line the mac and cheese with cheese, and you know we get it all set up, and then the day of Thanksgiving we cook the macaroni and cheese. So I'm gonna, you know, just get stuff out because y'all, tell me why I'm ready to go lay down, but there's stuff I gotta do. Do y'all think I can put the rest of these greens in there? Do y'all think it's gonna fit? Do y'all think it's gonna fit? Let's try. Let's try. I think we can fit all these in there. So I could just be done. Okay. All right, y'all. We're gonna let that cook. Let it do its thing. Let's start grabbing the other stuff that we need. So I'm doing something while we're here. Oh, I'm gonna make some stuffing. I used to not like stuffing when I was a kid, but then I had it again recently, and I was like, okay, I kind of like this. I have figured out that you have to add a lot of stuff to your stuffing for it to be right. Like, you know, you gotta season it right. I put celery, onion in mine, and then okay, so when I was in Georgia this summer, my cousin made these from fresh yams, and they were really good. I'm gonna do that for Christmas. Make the yams from fresh. But for right now, you know what I'm saying? We gotta do what we gotta do. Okay, let me get the macaronis. And then I got the elbows here for the mac and cheese. Ooh, y'all, we finna be grub-a-dub-dubbing. And then in these, you know when you clean the turkey out, right? It's very nasty when you have to clean the turkey out, but it has to be done. When you clean the turkey out, you use the turkey neck, you cook that, and you bake it, and you let all the meat fall off. And then if you add that meat to your stuffing, it's really, really good. And I used to not do it because I don't like clean turkey. It's just creepy to me, but I did it one year and it was so good. Oh, I was thinking like, dang, I wish I had another pot, but I do. I just gotta grab it. So yes, we got our. Okay, I'm gonna be on here about 30 more minutes on live probably, and I'm gonna start working on the rest of the dinner, and then so that y'all can see some of the greens, I'll be able to eat them in like 30 minutes. I like it when they cook down a lot. So I'm gonna stay on live so y'all can see me eat the greens. They're not gonna be all the way done, but they're gonna be good enough to eat. But look at that. We're trying the gumbo greens for the first time. Oh, I was gonna get a pot out and get some water going for the macaronis. Cause I could make the macaronis, be done with that whole project. So we got the gumbo greens over here working for the first time. Well, I'm making them for the first time ever. I think I did a pretty good job. I'm just gonna say. And then we're gonna start some water back here for the macaronis. I always like to put a little bit of salt in my pasta water. It seasons the water. That's what they told me. And then when you put a lid on your water, it makes it so that it can boil faster. The lid on there. All right, we got the gumbo greens working here. We got the water going for the macaroni. And then tonight, before I go to sleep, I really want to just lay down, but I'm going to make sure I clean my turkey and get that seasoned and ready to go. And then I'm going to make sure I get my chicken that I'm going to make, get that cleaned and ready to go. So, yeah, we got a lot that we got going on. Okay, I done turned the fan on a little bit because it was smoking. Got to cool it down a little bit. And then we're gonna cook these most likely tomorrow. We can make those tomorrow right before. But I am gonna get them out just so I do not forget that I'm cooking that. And then, okay, so I'm gonna try this new thing with my turkey. I'm gonna put sliced potatoes and carrots and onion under my turkey. Like pretty much like a bed of potatoes. And lay it out real nice and pretty with some onions and some carrots. And I'm gonna cook my turkey on top of that. And we're gonna see. I still another thing that I heard about, saw. So we're gonna try that. And then for the chicken that I'm gonna do, I like to make this Cajun butter, which I need to take some butter out. And then I'll wait till the butter is warm, and then I'll mix it with some Cajun seasoning. And then I'll take that Cajun seasoning. I'll put some fresh garlic in there too. And then I will rub the outside of the chicken or turkey, whatever I'm using. So, but okay, so when you go to the grocery store in the morning, that's when you're gonna find all your deals on your meat. So there was a whole chicken for like $6, and I was like, well, I can get that, and then I can make a lot of stuff with that, and have leftovers and save it. So I'm just putting out some butter so it can warm up. So I was like, I should definitely get that. So I got it, and I'm gonna make that whole chicken for Thanksgiving. But it was a good deal. So if you go to the grocery stores in the morning, you can find a lot of deals on stuff. And you know, it's just one little trick you could do. And I got these. So I got my foil pans here, and for like Christmas and for Thanksgiving, or if I'm doing like a big event, I would use these so that cleanup is easier, and you could pre-make a lot of your food. Like the mac and cheese, we're gonna put in one of these. I might even mix together the stuffing tonight and put it in this pan, let it cool, put it in the fridge. These pans stack up really well in the fridge, which is great also. So get these foil pans. Most people already do for the holidays, but you know, there might be some young people out there, people who don't cook. So we're making the gumbo greens. We have the Holy Trinity, which is onions, celery, and green bell pepper. We have beef sausage. We have chicken in here. We have 2 smoked turkey neck bones. We're gonna let those break down. We got chicken in here. We got garlic, Creole seasoning, onion powder, garlic powder. Oh, and chicken stock. And we added a little bit of water to it when we were deglazing in the pan. And we just let that cook. And I tasted the sauce. It tastes really, really good. Like it's good. And then keep in mind, like I said, over time it'll get thicker. There we go. It'll get thicker over time. So it's gonna be so good. I am so tempted to eat one of these. It's my favorite part about the whole thing. Or always the beef sausage, or even if you have pork or turkey sausage, and you put it in something like this, or jambalaya, or seafood boil, the sausage is always my favorite part because it's so freaking good. So, you got that. And then we're working on this. We got our thing right there. Oh, I need some to cut some celery and some onions for this. Cause yes, we are making. Hey, Will, how you doing? We already made what we gonna make the main star of the whole Thanksgiving dinner, and we are making the gumbo greens that I know that you guys have seen all over social media. So I wanted to give them a try. So we got the gumbo greens right here, and I'm just working on some Thanksgiving dinner. I will definitely uh, post a picture when I get done cooking. I might go live tomorrow, so y'all make sure you have notifications turned on in case we go live tomorrow. And y'all know this is a cooking holiday, so we are trying these for the first time. And Will, I would say this. I think that these is gonna be on point. These gonna be hidden. Try some of this juice again. Oh yeah. Woohoo! A whole lot of flavor. Mm-mm-mm. These are actually really, really good. And this was a good idea. The gumbo greens, like this was very, very smart. I can't believe it. Oh yeah, I was talking about cutting up some onions and celery. Yeah, look, I didn't tasted that. Tasted the gumbo greens and forgot what I was doing, y'all. And what I normally do, which is a good idea, is to just cut up a lot of onions, cut up a lot of celery, and just have them ready to go when you're making a big meal because you know you're gonna need them. I'm really tempted to make a potato salad. So yeah, oh, then we got celery right here. Gotta have celery. Celery is a good one to have. Inexpensive way to add flavor to your food. Ooh, this is gonna be so good. Yes. Double tap the screen, hit the like button. Are you guys cooking for Thanksgiving? What's everybody else doing? I know y'all cooking. Y'all the foodie gang. What y'all cooking? What y'all got going on? Okay, and then we got that water on. We got the greens going. All right, all right. We over here getting ready for Thanksgiving, making a little bit of everything. We got the gumbo greens right here. We're working on the macaronis for the macaroni and cheese. And I'm cutting up some vegetables for the stuffing. And I'm thinking about making some potato salad. You know, potato salad is good. I'm going to be real with y'all. I don't be feeling like doing it though. But it's not super hard to make. Hey, well, what's up? Can y'all see me? All right, my bad, y'all. I got a phone call. We back in business. See, I haven't been going live that much, so okay, we back in business. I haven't been going live that much, so people have been calling me whatever. Hey, people, they can call me whenever, but when I get on live, it's y'all time, food and game. But yes, double tap the screen, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, join the channel, get you a membership. We go live on Saturdays, and that live stream is members only. Live chat. So, get you a membership so we can talk, so we can talk. Ooh, the sauce is getting thick. Y'all, that's finna go. Ooh, I gotta get a ladle so y'all can really see. Somebody just told me, sorry, y'all, my voice is cracking. I'm upset. Somebody just told me they coming over to my house for dinner. What? How you gonna just tell me? I thought, I thought you had to invite people over before they just pulled up. When did we get to the point where you could just, you're not invited, you just pull at somebody's house? That's crazy, right? Okay, we getting ready to throw our macaronis in there. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm making a bowl. We're gonna put a little bit of greens in there. We're gonna taste it. Yeah, somebody just told me they coming over to my house. Like, what? Okay, so when you're making your stuffing, the key to good stuffing is use your own bread. That works too. But if in this case, when we are using stovetop stuffing, I think a great thing to do is to use the chicken broth. It makes a big difference. And I just thought of something. I want to use the turkey neck from the turkey, so I'm actually gonna wait to do my stuffing. Yeah, because I gotta use the turkey neck. But what I can do now is get all of the stuff ready for it as far as like the celery and the onions. So I'm glad that I cut up plenty of onions and I cut up a lot of celery so that tomorrow when it's time it'll be easier because it's already done. So and then that water is boiling for the macaroni, so we can get the macaronis in there. And then I'm just gonna cook this whole box right here. Hey, how you doing, Carter? Ooh, it's smoking. One time when I was making this, I put the lid back on there. And then so what happened is it boiled over. Because I had put the lid back on there. So don't do that. Don't be like me. When I put my pasta in here, I like to give it a stir, just so it doesn't stick, and make sure that I spread it out evenly. Okay, so I got some celery, some onions cut up. Good on that. So we got onions prepped out, we got celery cut up. We're gonna cut some, I'm gonna make sure I have some garlic cut up too, so it's just ready to go. And then we got this right here. Okay, and then when the turkey necks really cook, the meat will start to fall off of them. I can see a little bit of it starting to peel, but it's not ready yet. But that meat will just fall off the bones right there. Okay, I'm just cleaning up stuff back here, trying to figure out what I'm doing next. I'm gonna be draining that pasta. Okay, and then so when my noodles come out, I mix them with a little bit of butter, salt, pepper, Mrs. Dash. I'll put some oregano in there. Uh, yeah. That's normally what I do for the mash. I mean, not. How about I say mashed potatoes? Mac and cheese. Oh, I was gonna grab a bowl. That's what I was doing. I'm just gonna reach. Oh, y'all, it gets. Ooh, I could put a little bit of garlic salt on my. So yeah, that's what I do with the noodles. And what I did with the butter is I just left it all out because I was like, I don't really need butter for everything for this, you know. So, right there. So look at that. We're gonna try a little bit of it, and then when it gets all the way done, food again, I'm gonna make it short, and I'm gonna upload that. But we're gonna try what's already done, and it looks really, really good. Okay. So, now it's hot, so we gotta be careful. Okay. Mm. These are not all the way done yet, but I can tell these are gonna be so good. Y'all, shout out to Smoking and Grilling with AB. He has a couple of channels, but he is a really great content creator. Kimmy's Kitchens. She also made these. Um, she does like short videos, but she's a really great cook, and she just came out with her cookbook. So inspiring. But she just made these too, and I was like, oh my gosh, everyone is making these. I need to try them. So here we are, y'all. And like for the winter, this is perfect. So for collard greens, I like to like have them real soft, where you could just slurp on them. So I'm gonna let these cook probably for like another hour and a half. Hey, what's up, Emperor? How you doing? Mm, mm. Yes, happy Thanksgiving to y'all, Foodie Gang. You know, I only go live once a week now, but I was like, you know, I gotta go live. It's my holiday. It's my cooking holiday. Emperor, I ain't even gotten started really. I got a whole bunch of stuff to do. Mm, mm, mm. Ooh, okay, so I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I slept in last night, or this morning. I got up, it was like 9 o'clock. Normally I get up at like 5 on some days, and I'll work on some videos. So I got a late start today already, just because, when you get up later in the day, I feel like, woo, for myself. I feel like when you get up later in the day, it makes a big difference. So I got up late today. Ooh, you get some ribs and turkey, okay. But yeah, I got a late start today, but that's okay. I used to be up late cooking. I'm used to that. These right here, These gonna be delicious. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I just want to like drink this liquid. It's so good. Remember, I was just talking about potato salad, how I didn't like doing it. He said, I just made my potato salad. We made rolls, mac and cheese, rum cake. Oh my goodness. Woo! What is pot liquor? But I was like, I don't feel like doing potato salad. I don't feel like doing rolls. But you did everything, Emperor. Kojak. So I gotta, let me move this to the front so I can serve this. So for some reason, it's like sticking at the bottom. I don't know why. Oh my gosh, those are so freaking good. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. Okay, so last year. Oh, pot liquor is the juice. Okay, I get what you're saying. Last year, I did like a marathon and I did like 10 live streams back to back. That will not be happening this year, y'all. Chef Big Bank is still in recovery. I ain't going live that much. I ain't got it in me. Okay. Normally I put a timer on for these noodles, but I just realized I never started a timer. But I could tell when they're done. Sometimes I just be like talking and I forget I'm cooking something, which is why I'm using the timers, but it's okay. Oh my goodness, these greens are so, I just want to eat some more. And the turkey ain't even fell apart. What's up, Ava? Turkey neck.
Can I have some, when are we
Yeah, after this live, a little bit, Ava. Take it out or look at the cookies and tell me how hot the oven has to be. It'll tell you on the back. I just want to eat some more of these greens. They're so good. Oh, I've never had potato salad with Greek yogurt, Emperor. Okay, you might teach us something new. Either one you want to make. Just tell me how hot the oven has to be. Hey, but one.
Just because I don't want it to hit the light. It says 350.
350? Okay, I'll turn the oven on. Put it back in the fridge. We'll make it in like 30 minutes, okay? Because I got some stuff to finish up. I got these noodles. Oh my goodness. Okay, y'all, let me stop stirring the greens and we gotta just let them cook. These are freaking delicious. I really want some more. Where's my bowl at? Y'all see Ava's hands? Ava said, hey.
Hey. Well, maybe you can put some cheese in
Cheese on where?
Cheese in food.
And where?
On the thing that you're making right now.
No, this don't need no cheese, girl. No, not no greens. It don't need nothing, Ava. It just needs to cook. But I am gonna get some more just because it's so freaking good. Yes, I do got a smoked turkey leg, or it's not a leg. A smoked turkey neck in the greens. I'm gonna let that break down, let it fall off, and I'm gonna stop eating these. And I have beef sausage in here as well. Chicken. We got the Holy Trinity. We got a little bit of Creole seasoning. Onion powder, garlic powder. We got fresh garlic as well. So we really layered those flavors on. And then I put 2 chicken bouillon cubes in there as well. And then I got some macaroni in the back here. Yeah, but what I really need to do is clean my turkey and my chicken. I know y'all, I'm really behind. Don't be like me. But when I cook, I get it done. And when you cook for yourself, you cook at your own pace. Mm. That's right here. Now I don't do chitlins. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Kojak, you can have them chitlins. I don't. Woo! I never had herbs and nobody having them for breakfast. So, oh, you know what I'm gonna make? I don't know if you guys remember it. Um, my better than sex cake. I'm gonna make that for dessert also, cause I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't feel like making my pies. I don't. And I gotta be real with myself. You know, I just had surgery a couple of months ago. I need to lighten the load. You know what I'm saying? Make things easier on myself. So I'm gonna do a cake. Then I would have mustards and turnip greens for brunch with homemade chow chow on top and cornbread. Yes, better than sex cake. So what it is you make a sheet cake, pretty much like a. I'm gonna make a cake of one of these. I'm gonna just show y'all. Okay, so it's gonna be in one of here, in one of these. I'm gonna put a yellow cake in there, cook the yellow cake right, and I'm gonna go on top with some chocolate frosting, some pecans, some chocolate chips, or you can use white chocolate chips. I'm gonna toast some coconut and then make a homemade caramel sauce, and it is going to be really, really delicious. So we're doing that. I got a lot of stuff I'm not gonna do, but I ain't doing nothing but eating greens over here. These are so good. Okay, y'all gotta try these gumbo greens. When you see people say that they're delicious, they are not freaking lying. These are honestly, foodie gang. Every time I make greens, I want to make these. It was a lot of work. There was a lot of different things I had to put up in here, but it was worth it. Every time I make greens, I want to make gumbo greens. Mm. Look at that. Look at that. So good. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm over here eating, and the liquid is so good. It's so, oh my goodness, it's just so good. Okay, y'all. It's rude of me to eat in front of y'all and not give y'all none, but I did give y'all the recipe. Y'all gotta make these gumbo greens. There was a couple of adjustments I would make. I'm gonna make to that recipe. I'm gonna add more flour, and I'm gonna put the gumbo file on there that I use. But those freaking gumbo greens are delicious. Oh my goodness, y'all. That right there is the reason why ain't nobody getting invited over, because I'm eating all the greens. Those are good. I never want to go back to making greens the way that I did before, because those are so much better. So we're gonna get ready to drain this macaroni soon, And then I'm gonna work on some more prep for Thanksgiving. Uh, and my phone is dying, so I think I'm gonna let y'all go. I might call y'all back tomorrow. Might do a live tomorrow. Um, Let me know. Comment down below. Do you want to see more of the cooking? Do you want to see the outcome? Like, let me know what y'all want to see. All right, but we've been up here for a good minute, so thank you guys for tuning in. This is Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bang. Thank you guys, especially if you caught this one live. But even if you're watching on the replay, hit the like button. Make this recipe. It's really good. I will still post a short of it when it's like all the way done and the turkey neck breaks down. I'll be making a post. Don't even worry. Um, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace. Foodie gang gang gang. Foodie gang gang gang. See y'all later.